Just to let you guys know, man.
Nice.
Even though the gameplay I said about Kai, you know, once Nago get a command grab going, the matchup is out the window. You gotta get out of there, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, right there. See, now the game has kind of changed a little bit. Now you got to figure out how to get out of this. Now you can kind of throw fireballs right here, and it's really hard for him to kind of maneuver around it. Because now he can use the charge stun edge to make Nago jump. Nago don't have an air dash, so he kind of has to deal with this. And all you got to do with Kai is just really whiff punish, pick your hits, hit in there, and just try to hold your ground, and just be patient, like that. Perfect getting out of the corner. This is really good.
Playing his lane game, really.
Yeah, you just gotta play it, lame it out, you know? Like, again, like you could throw fireballs here, things like that.
Didn't read the burst.
Yep. There you go.
I
You
like
just throw fireballs.
Doing playing back too. I like him playing back.
Yeah, it's really good. Because he has high blood gauge, he can't really use he can't use clone to get in safely anymore. Once he kind of uses options there, now you're free to throw fireballs. If he has blood gauge like low, then he can throw clones. You can't throw fireballs. So you just gotta change the way you play. You know, see right here is just bad. Game over, just like that. See, you just sit there, you just wait. There's nothing he can really do from that situation.
Damn, are you coaching him, Kizzy, bro? Is that what's happening right now?
My bad. Let me stop talking. Let me stop poking. Yeah. So look, Kai, he trash. Nago, godlike. Nago, godlike.
Oh, the vampire jump H not gonna do it. 6P.
Okay.
Yeah, he is like fishing with that 2K 2B to try to get the knockdown to start something. It's that blood gauge being high, that's why knockdown will be super important for Nago right now.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a lot harder for him to get away afterwards.
Exactly. And this game plan, honestly though, for the Nago to get out of this bad situation, they really have to play very, very lame and very, very patient and pick their hits just like this and just wait for their blood gauge to go down and try to catch them slipping with a clone. You know, you can still, believe it or not, Nago can still win this match. It just has to be a very, very slow, long gameplay. You know, you definitely have to kind of play the long game, especially in this matchup. If the player like Kai, like Kaneki right now, is going to like tell you like, hey, you have to really slow the game down. You can't just get away with a lot of things you want to do. Yeah, that's not going to work, unfortunately. So this is really bad. Yeah, you just gotta, you're gonna take this unibeam, bro. You know.
Damn. Kaneki making it look easy with the Kai though. Let me stop. I'm just messing around. Nah, real talk though. From what you were saying, like it definitely seems like the pace that you played that match, and I feel like it does kind of go the same for like Nago across the board. Once that blood gauge meter goes up, the game always is gonna change. But man, you actually called out the projectile spot on. You were just like, yo, once that blood gauge gets up too high, you can't really use projectiles because you're gonna pop. And you saw what happens. And I think that's one of the differences. We always talking about like the normals being used by the Nagos. Now I'm starting to look at the Nagos and see how frequently they pop.
Yeah, exactly. You know, one thing I feel like in this version in particular, like even though Nagoriyuki has like a lot of insane changes and he's actually one of the strongest characters in the game now, you could really tell how good of a Nago player the way they utilize their normals. And like, you know, it's one of those things where you really, sometimes in certain matchups, you really have to just be very good at your normal placements, you know?
A lot of people don't talk about it, but like this game is a lot more forced, I feel like, on some like single neutral options to keep people honest in some situations. That's why defense is such a big thing in this game, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean it's important because if you mess up, you lose the game. So, you know, it's a really thing that you just gotta live by sometimes, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely vital. Oh, and I do like the fact using more projectiles in the early going. I like that.
Yeah. Honestly,
get you the point.
Yeah, believe it or not, stun edge up close when he has low blood gauge is really good because it's hard to react with clone in certain ranges. So again, it's like multiple. It's like a multiple. I treat Nago like a raid boss in this matchup, right? So like certain sequence, you just have to kind of play differently where he's at. And if you don't play it properly, obviously the Nago player get to run the train and like you're dead right here. I don't know why you dragging this you done, dog. Stop! Yo, my man came through. My dragon is tall, you know.
Test your luck answers back with the game. That was pretty quick for that second game too, especially after that win we saw from Kaneki. But it's going a lot of back and forth. When it, like you can see the neutral picking up and slowing down random.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So
that's how it goes a lot of time with Nago, right? Is that when he gets to certain blood levels, like it really changes the matchup drastically, and you go from trying to get in there, like being comfortable using certain tools at ranges that you just can't use anymore.
Yeah, and you know, again, like believe it or not, like I just think that once you kind of like understand that, you'll start really trying to see like you'll get to like see like unique play styles a lot from just Nago and just like the matchup in general. So I hope once the game like kind of fleshes itself out, you get to see like new like game plan kind of goes towards that direction. Right now, this is really bad right now. He has no specials to spin, and he can literally just throw fireballs and anti-air. It's not much Nago can really do right now. He really has to just wait it out. He can't, like, he can like kind of walk in and like just defend his way in, but it's just going to be really hard right now. Oh, this is really bad.
He's going to use a bunch of his meter just to make that happen. But wait a minute, the conversion. Kaneki with the wall break.
And the back off again. Yo, he just walked out of it. I like it.
That lane game, bro. The
nice.
edge.
The spacing.
The space.
Oh, nice call on the backdash.
For Beyblade. Alright, he's already at level 2 blood. That was like real quick. What are we doing with it? Yeah, swiping 2H, trying to stay in those big H ranges. Kaneki is trying to stay exactly out in a grade 6 piece.
Yeah, and that's how you kind of play it, man. You just got to sit out of that 5H range. You know, believe it or not, like one of the things that I kind of learned against like certain characters, you can't just whiff punish Nago when he does 5H. So what you use, the mindset that I kind of use, and just I feel like people in general should use too, is when you see him whiff, just run and take your turn, whether he blocks or not. You just want to play that tug of war game, you know? You don't want to try to whiff punish every time, but sometimes you just want to take your turn, whether it's on hit or on block. You know, just making sure you're hitting him and putting him where you want him to be is important sometimes. Positioning over hit is very important in this game, particularly because of how the wall breaks work.
Very true. Well put.
Oh, stun DMs. Bro, I didn't even know that worked from there. That was pretty impressive. Nice. Break the wall. Oh, nah, keep the corner. I respect that. That's very smart. Actually smarter. That was smarter.
So good.
Yeah, that was actually
he faultless a little bit. So what I saw right there, that once Nago went back on the defense, he faultless a little bit, and then he lost the ability where they lost that 50% meter. So that means it's Kai. I'm really about to go. I'm like, oh, you actually can't stop me now. Now I'm really about to go.
And you know, believe it or not, with the new charge stun edge change of the recovery, he actually can now throw you a charge stun edge, and it's actually safe for most reversals. There's a couple of reversals that can lose to. Yeah. So now you can do charge stun edge and hold block immediately, and it's actually meeting. That change actually is pretty strong. Yeah.
Okay, that might have answered my question, because it looked like Test dropped super there, waking up with crouch heavy. So I was wondering, I didn't see the instance, if it was able, it would have been able to hit whatever was out there, but you know, just the charge stunnage and following up, he might have just been blocking. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, something that occurred to me in that set that I really didn't think about before was the fact that, Clone is very good at just like deleting the fireball from Kai, but once he's at level 2 blood, like he can't just throw the clone.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's the thing. It's like if you're a really strong, like if you have a really strong ground game, it's actually very, very hard for Nago to kind of like pinpoint what he could do, because he don't have a run nor air dash. Yeah. So he has to be very preemptive. So that means you get to dictate how the Nago wants to play, like how he wants to swing. You know, if you're really strong, you know, it's hard and it takes a lot of experience, but it's definitely possible for every player to do it.
Yeah, I think it might be beneficial for Nagoriyuki to like not just immediately get to level 2.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, you kind of want to play that 2S game, Fukyo. Yeah. I think 2S Fukyo in the / game is actually very good. Believe it or not, like a lot of people don't agree with this, but I think Nago's / is actually really good. You know, obviously it's hard to hit.
How do people not agree with that? How do people not agree with that?
I'm just thinking, like, I think a lot of people talk about 2S a lot, but no one talks about / I think / is actually pretty good. When it hits, if you know how to hit with it, it's really good.
Oh my god. Someone said good.
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 You died. That's the best emo right now. Yo, RTL.
Nice.
The electric slide through the wall.
Oh, nice backlash.
One hop this time.
To the left. Oh, you should have hopped. He didn't hop 2 times. He got hit by the low. Oh, man, when you mess up the dance move.
When you mess up the dance move?
Unfortunate. Gotta work on that 2-step, but getting that bite in.
You know, honestly, I feel like, you know, playing that crazy like that is actually good early on, but you definitely want to be careful. Right now, this is very bad. Yo,
Look.
Ouch.
Kaneki is mad comfortable, man.
Know how
Damn.
that happened.
Oh, with the flip kick, nice confirm. Charge stun. Yo, one more hit. Yep, game.
Nice.
Just like that. Very clean. That was a very clean round. Kaneki, man, really showing very solid play in that match. That's very impressive. Really like seeing stuff like that. I just like seeing like solid play like that. You know, Nago's like a very, very strong character. He's actually, you know, one of the strongest characters in the game, free, hands down.